Sara has held a staff briefing with her team to explain the new appraisal system and how they can prepare for it so that it's of value to them. After chatting with other team members in the kitchen, Alan has asked to see Sara privately just before he leaves at 5:30. Sara has reluctantly agreed.
So, Alan, how can I help?
Well, I just wanted to ask why the appraisals are being done early.
Why didn't you ask this in the meeting?
Well, it was something that Paulina said in the kitchen. Some of the team think there's another restructure coming and these appraisals are the start of it. Is that true?
Alan, everything I know I discussed with you all in the briefing.
I knew it, yeah. I'm just getting a little bit put out that we're expected to deal with all these changes so soon after the last restructure. I don't think management think about the effect it has on us.
I know that when changes happen, it can be a challenging time, but we are starting with appraisals so we get to know what people's aspirations are for the future, what training and development that they need or want, so...
Yeah, you say that now, all right? But that's just management speak, exactly like last time. Did Nancy tell you how I was treated in the last restructure?
No, I wasn't...
When all this happened last time, I had to apply for my own job. And then I had the humiliation of not getting it. So I had to take this job. I was just plonked down in here without any consideration for my well-being. Do you call that fair?
I am sorry that you feel that way. However, as I have already said, you will get the opportunity to discuss your aspirations for the future in your appraisal. For now, what I'd like you to do is to make a note of anything that you want to say or ask in your appraisal.
Aspirations for the future. Like you care, no more than they did. I don't know if you know, but I've got 2 families to support and I need the security.
The introduction of a new appraisal process, along with Alan's previous experience of organisational change, has triggered his threat response, creating fear and anxiety. As his manager, Sara needs to support Alan to manage his emotions, but her tone of voice and dismissive attitude are not going to alleviate his stress. This time, Sara is going to take a brain-friendly approach and introduce some strategies she's learned from neuroscience to support Alan to manage his stress and anxiety.
Come in, Alan, sit down.
Thank you.
How can I help?
It's just some of the team think that there's another restructure coming and these appraisals are the start of it. Is that true?
I'm not aware of anything. Is that what you're concerned about? Tell me how you're feeling.
What? Right now?
Yes. It's important for me to understand how you're feeling. It does sometimes help putting it into words.
Well, I'm just worried, that's all.
Okay, I am sorry to hear that. Can you tell me what it is that's worrying you specifically?
Well, I'm just worried that they're looking to start all this restructure business again and it'll be exactly the same as last time and I'll have to apply for my own job again and I just don't think that I could face another restructure. It was just so unfair. I'm sorry. I'm angry and I'm upset. I don't think I could go through all that again.
That must have been a really difficult time for you and I'm aware this wasn't the job that you wanted, but you are such a great member of the team. You do a really good job, and I, for one, really value you being here.
Thank you.
But I have told you everything I know. Oh, that's not to say that I know everything the senior management team know, of course.
Yeah, I know that.
But I am more concerned about supporting you. Now, I know anxiety is not good for your health, and it will make doing your job more difficult. It's really difficult to think straight if you're feeling anxious.
It certainly is. I don't know if you know, but I've got 2 families to support, so being secure in my job is really important to me.
Of course it is. There's a couple of articles that I've read recently that might help. Having a strong network is important. How is your network across the organisation?
It's not great. I just got my head down and got on with it.
Well, how about you represent the team at the fortnightly breakfast meetings? That would mean that you would get to know more people, they would then obviously get to know you, and you raise your profile here.
Yeah, yeah, I'd like that. Thank you.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about Paulina. Now, Paulina, she's running the marathon on behalf of the special care unit that looked after her daughter when she was born. Now, I was thinking we could support her by holding some fundraising events.
I could sort something out for you.
Great. I'm really glad that we've had this chat. Thank you for coming in to see me. In the meantime, I will keep you updated if I hear of anything, but as far as I'm concerned, we really are just rolling out a new appraisal process.
Thank you.
This conversation achieves a positive result for Alan and Sara. Let's look at what made a difference. This time, Sara takes Alan's concerns seriously, which is important for him personally and professionally, as his performance will suffer if he continues to experience high levels of stress and anxiety. She asks Alan to name the emotion he is experiencing. Labelling emotions like this can help to reduce them. Sara then goes on to offer 2 practical options: to attend the breakfast meeting so he develops his network, and supporting a colleague by fundraising. Both activities will help activate the reward response and provide some counterbalance to the fear and anxiety or threat response that's been triggered. There are some other techniques that Sara is using in this conversation. Can you spot them?